For the farm, I think it's only 15. So it should be one per farm. Did anybody, let's see, you see the worksheet? Okay. So if you all have a couple of them, you might have to spread it out. Yeah. And we have, okay, thank you. You got one? Okay. Are there any more extras? Can I
Who's the last one to get one of these?
Please? Okay, so can you roll them out? All right, one per farm. All right, and also, please, where is it? Oh, that's right. In your packet, you should see another worksheet for web pages that should be in your packet that Diane gave this morning. So those are two worksheets we want you to work with, and we're going to explain it because the next session, remember, we're going to be focusing in on your marketing strategy for your farm. So there's a few things I know I need to get from you. We talked about business cards. So your business cards are, we're going to assist you with the design of your business cards, assist you with the design of your brochures, get a template for you based on what you would like to see, your colors. Remember I told you last week, start thinking about your slogan. How are you going to set yourself aside from the next farmer next to you? Remember, you're only going to be all, if you attend the farmer's market, you're going to be all next to one another, huh? And it's going to look like a sea of just produce and meats or whatever it is that you're selling. So how are you going to distinguish yourself from the rest of the people? What's going to draw the attention to your booth? Your banner, your slogan, it can be catchy and simple. But any of those things could be just those extra pulls to your business or to bring them down to your place as if you're doing ag tourism. So we need to start setting that up. So the worksheet, the first worksheet that you have, both worksheets may be a little bit redundant in certain areas, but that's okay. We still need those because I'm going to get one sheet. Louise is getting the other sheet, so I hope you don't mind being redundant and just putting that information in. I thank you. But the first worksheet, the one that deals with brochures and stuff, if you all could start filling that out for me. Is that this one here? Yes, that's this. And can I glance at this more? Oh, let me glance at this real quick. Name of your farm business. Who are the owners and operators? The operators are including your partner. Okay? Whoever your partner is, they're also assisting in the operation. They may not own it outright, but they're your partner. So please put that information in. The address of your location of where you're doing your business. Your contact information, which includes your email address. And if you have a website, you put that there. Okay? Most of you may not have a website already, and that's perfectly fine. If you do already, then please put it. If not, just say none. Just put whatever you have as your contact. Remember, the second worksheet, we're going to add you as a web page to the Pembroke Farm and Family's website. We're trying to minimize some of your costs for doing business this first year. Like I said, next year you stretch out however you want to stretch out. You have a business plan and how much everything costs. Yay. All right? This year, so you will be added to Pembroke Farm and Families, so you don't have to deal with that particular cost, but you will know what it costs because you have to put in your projections for your business plan. So she's going to help you develop this web page. The other contact information is your phone, okay? If it's a cell phone or whatever, put that information in here. Who's your primary target audience? Are you just doing people who are going to visit your farm as ag tourism? Are you going to be targeting your local schools or churches? Or are you going outside of the community and doing the farmers markets? Restaurants? Okay? Who's your primary target audience? Because that will depend, that will also dictate how your marketing is going to be. How your brochures. Who your target audience will dictate how it's going to look. Okay? The company overview should be short and sweet. Not long and drawn out. You can put bullet points. It should be like a simple paragraph. You don't have much space. a brochure to put that. Sweet, short, sweet to the point. Primary sale products. Are you selling, what are your primary sales products that you're selling? You're selling herbs, you're doing poultry, eggs, goats, okay? You know, are you doing value-added products, soaps, homemade, lavender, washes, sprays? What are you planning to sell from your farm? It may be zucchini bread. I sold that a lot at the farmer's market as my value-added product. I had zucchini bread and also our mint teas. The mint that we raised on the farm was another big seller. Yeah, mint tea, and it sold like hotcakes. I could not keep enough of it. Mint tea and the zucchini bread from the zucchini raised on the farm. So what are your value-added products? Okay? So start thinking of that. Because remember, if your produce doesn't sell out, what you going to do with all the leftovers? You can can it. You can make bread. Okay? You might dry it. You might make wine. Oh, that's what I forgot. Some blueberry wine. Okay, I got to run home during lunch. Okay, anyway. What are your value-added products do you plan on doing or producing to sell? What are your primary service offerings? What do you have that's so special at your place? Rehoboth has a retreat house. That's a selling point. You can come stay and eat. And Boots and Saddles Ranch, the youth center, has camp. Rehoboth has camp too, but they also have horses. That's a selling point. You can come ride a horse and eat. You know? Okay? So what is your selling point? Okay? The other thing, next thing, color theme. Choose 3 primary colors. We don't want to be all over the place with colors. Not going to do that. Okay? Unless you're going to be so whimsical you want a kaleidoscope kind of profile. But then that means there's going to be more cost involved if you're going to do a lot of colors, if you're going to go into printing. You want to make t-shirts, which I got to talk about the t-shirt in a second here. Yes. Corey! I thought you were staying for lunch. Oh. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. All right, bye-bye. All right, color scheme. Choose 3 primary colors, and we can work from there. Okay? If you want chartreuse, fine. Be simple. We can always go up and down on the scales. Okay? You know, celadon green. Excuse me, which is an actual color.
Like if the card is one basic color and then you have 3 other colors? Or 4? I mean,
so 3 colors is kind of like your primary. Anybody should be able to say, to recognize your colors, your 3 primary colors that you use on everything throughout your whole business plan. Okay? Where's my? I have several. Yeah, let's see it. Yes, there it is. This is mine right here. This is our T-shirt, but we have. Stop that. Anyway, it said Yahoo Farms, but there are no white colors in our color scheme. That's one of the colors we refused to use was the color white in our color scheme. So none of the things we have would have white in our color scheme as a farm. But yeah, our primary was. Everything is always on a yellow background, but the primary colors was red, green, and blue. Red, green, and blue. And that goes throughout everything. Brochures, banners, all of those things. All right. Do you have any graphics or icons? That's our graphic and icon, which was designed by myself and my husband. And our daughter actually designed that, and then we had someone to actually, an actual graphic artist, give us the rendering of it, and then we just use it on every single thing. So you can get it professionally done if you want, I didn't pay hardly anything. It was a friend of the family. you can find somebody to just sketch something out if you like, and you can always get it really, really nicely, a nice interpretation of it. But have that symbolizes what you're talking about. So ours was a tree. We love trees. I'm tall as a tree. And it goes in Yalva Farms. Sorry. And then we had Africa as the center of the world on top. Okay, that's our militant stance. Anyway, and then underneath it said the only ingredient is love was our slogan. The only ingredient is love. You don't steal that. Anyway.
Trademark the slogan and your logo. But really, seriously, trademark your slogan and your logo.
That's
this
it.
image that she has. That's her logo for her farm. Nobody can steal it. Okay. So, trademark it.
Okay. Very important thing to do. Your trademarking and your identity is very important.
Is this something you do? Or you don't need a lawyer?
Not with trademarking, no. Trademarking is a service. Louise, can you look it up and get that information for everybody?
I'll get that information for you. Usually what I do is whenever you put a TM beside your slogan or beside your logo, it's trademark at that point when you can, when it's publicly distributed, like this is on a website, so if she got a TM and beside her slogan and her logo, she already has proof that she used it because it's already publicly dated on that website. You know, so the old school way of doing it is sending it through the mail.
Right.
Yeah. Because you have a stamp date of proof of when you first used it.
Right.
But you can't open it.
Exactly.
That's the key. You can send that copy to yourself in the mail, but do not open it. That's your proof, and you put that aside and store it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's poor man's trademark.
Yeah. TM you can use, just throw it on there. You can publicly use it and prove that you own that. But register trademark with an R in a circle, you have to send that in to the trademark office and get that registered.
Okay. List preferred subjects or subject items. So that's the other thing. I mean, on a brochure, do you want an animal? Do you want a tree? Do you want any kind of vegetation? What's the kind of, some people might want, to associate their farm with being ethereal, kind of airy. They may want, like clouds and stuff, or you might want it like tranquil, like tranquility kind of thing, where, that peace kind of, some people want to associate that with water. So look at those kind of items. What do you want to associate your farm with? Okay, you want it earthly. You might want goats on there. Okay, what's going to be your subject matters on there? And you're going to have pictures. You might want to bring pictures, but your decor preference. Are you a modern person? Do you like antique kind of styles? All these things are very important. Because the calligraphy and the font that's used to, in your advertisement, that's also depends on your style or preference. It might be very contemporary. Maybe you want straight edge lines. Maybe look very Space Odyssey-like. Very futuristic. Or you just simple, plain, news script. And then in pictures, at least have 3 pictures. We need 3 pictures of yourself in operation or something on your farm. If you haven't started your farm business yet, you may want to substitute it with something, that you find that's nice, that'll represent your farm, until you get some action pictures of your production. And when you start growing stuff, take that camera, go real close. Make sure, so that'll be a beautiful picture of your finest head of lettuce. Yeah. Okay? You want to, so as soon as you start growing stuff, take a camera and go real close, zoom in real close and get that. And put it, that will be on your, I grew that. That's my product. And that'll be a legitimate picture for your brochure or your advertising. So we're going to be filling this out. I want to collect it before the end of the day. So kind of, during lunch, grab a hold of it, all that kind of good stuff, okay? And let's see, Timmy, can you go and check on the food for me, please? It's like straight up new, okay? So we definitely want to do that. So if you all want to start filling it out, the webpage, Miss Anthony needs to say a few things about the webpage, okay? And while she's coming up, I want to acknowledge, hey Ida, there's Ida Thurman that's here, okay? As well as we have some of our worker bees that's been assisting with the Pembroke Public Library. So ladies, I'm not sure who you are. What's your name?
My name is Laura.
Stand up.
Oh yeah, I know you're sure. Yeah, my name is Laura. Hi. I'm helping out the library.
Thank you, Laura, for coming. And now this is Katie. Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie.
And I'm Janine.
What's your name?
Janine.
Janine? Okay, fantastic.
Janine is from our community.
Oh, are you?
I go to all events and I live out here.
Oh, well, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And we know our gentleman over here in the corner. Want to raise and say, hey, you're not out of it. They work very hard. They have been working very, very hard and diligent.
Yes.
Yeah, and Nick and also Pat, they're there almost every weekend. Pat cooks for everybody at the library, all the volunteers. So,
one quick thing, June 7th is the grand opening. We're gonna be up and running just about done.
June 7th?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I just want to acknowledge that we got a huge group of Olivet students working there today.
How many people are all the students are there today?
25.
25. That's nice.
We're here to library. We're painting the walls today.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait. I've been telling everybody, please patronize our library. And before I get too far off, let me have Louise come up and deal with the webpage information. I should have done that first, but I was waiting for her to get up here. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Then I got a couple more announcements, and then we can eat. Let's go.
Okay, this is PembrokeFarmingFamily.org website. Who all have been to the website? Everybody should have been to the website. Okay. All right. So I designed this website here for the farm PFF.
Let's give her a hand. We got a lot of rave reviews, and I want to remind you in this digital age, one thing that'll make you legit is having a website. If you don't have a website, people don't believe you're a legit business.
Okay, so we talked about two things as far as getting your website or web page. Those are two separate things. Website and a web page. Now PFF is going to help you out getting you a web page. Okay? And a web page is going to be a page on their site. And let me give you an example of that. You want me to work that for you? No, let me do a second. I don't know what I'm working. Under the tab PFF members, on this website, this whole thing is the website, and PFF owns this site. You yourself eventually will need to get you a website that you own that says give me somebody's farm name. www.anpparadigardens.com or .net or whatever. You will need to get you one of those eventually. This site is this site is at least $1,200 when I started out. That's a $1,200 site. Do you remember seeing?
And it's still in development.
Let me show you this one.
Got a long way to go still.
Yeah, that's still in.
We're still in the infancy of this website.
Now remember this guy came?
Yeah. 9 Bean Rose. Yeah. Remember Nick Welty, who was here?
Nick Welty, you came?
Yeah.
Okay. If it'll come up any day now. Okay. This is his website. I did not design it. This is a $2,000 website. any image that represents what your farm is about. So when I will need a picture to go here for you. Okay? Then when I click on it, well, actually, when I click on it, it's going to go to his page.
There it is down there.
This is a web page.
You need more stuff on your page.
Well, this is how much information he gave me.
So far.
I'll take you to another page that has more stuff.
I don't think I can handle it.
No, you don't.
I told you it's very,
Do I have anything on their page? I don't know. I don't know how much information I got on people's pages. Ooh, that looks. I don't know why that's like that, but I can fix that one. I don't see anybody who's giving me enough information to show you. This is Granny's attic. Well, anyway, on your page, this page goes, all the way down here.
Wow.
Now, I don't know how much they're going to allow you all to put on there. That's left up to PFF. But you at least have a picture here. And all this stuff that says your history about your farm, why you farm, what's your target market, that type of thing will be written right here. And any other pictures you might have that you want to talk about will go there. That's your web page. So that's what I need from you. And that cost is covered by PFF.
Do we have to do that today?
No.
no, not
We gave you the handout so you can fill that stuff out. Go home, see what pictures you got. You'll figure out how you're going to put your image or logo together, that type of thing. Whatever your slogan is, you have to think about that stuff. And what you put in your business plan is a lot of the stuff that you put right here.
Right.
Okay? So you're going to bring this information back to us next session.
You can bring this web page. I want this stuff
Yeah.
today.
Okay?
This you can bring that next session.
So this one is free, but this site over here, a full-blown website, is going to cost you. Okay.
You costing somebody to do the designing and setup for you, or because there are places you can get a free site. So what do we do?
Yeah. Let me talk about that. I'm gonna answer her question while I pass this around. This, of course, you don't have to get it designed by me. If you want to get it designed by me, this is my price list, and this is what I do. Now, she brought up free, which is on there too. A free site, you can get a free site. I don't advise you to get a free site, but you can. And on a free site, you have, I deal with Weebly.com is a free platform. WordPress is a free, does it cost now? Weebly costs now. Oh, well, I know Weebly is free.
A lot.
Yeah. Now, there may be a difference though. You can get a free Weebly site with the free templates, or you can get a Weebly site with the premium templates. You have to pay for the premium templates. Okay. WordPress, I know you don't have to pay for. And Wix, you don't have to pay for them. But those different platforms you can get for free, and you can put them up yourself. Free, you put them up yourself. You don't need anybody to help you do that. And they have tutorials. Wix.com is one site. You can do it up, put it up yourself. WordPress, WordPress.com. WordPress.com. You can put it up yourself. She said that one was free. I mean, the one now you pay for. But I know those two platforms are free. But when you do a free site, remember I said WordPress and I said Weebly.
Here come the cost.
On those free sites, this is what happens with a lot of them. Up here where it says 9beansroad.com, when somebody knows what your farm name, they can type it in the search engine, and 9beansroad.com will probably be the first thing on that list of all those different list of Google pages, right? But if you got it on WordPress.com, it's going to say WordPress.com/9beansroad. It's going to be all of that. Okay? That doesn't look professional.
And then it's always slow. Generally
It's not
slow.
going to be free.
And you have to know a little something, you know, to navigate around putting up what you want to put up. I mean, it can be done if you're a little tech savvy and you don't mind sitting there and figuring out. They have tutorials that they'll show you how to put this up. My daughter's doing the site now on Weebly, right? No, Wix, on Wix.com.
Weebly.
Is it on Weebly?
Yeah.
Okay, on Weebly. They learning how to do that in St. Anne. That's their assignment. So she's putting up a website on a free platform. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. What's the name of it?
No.
Never gonna put on the spot.
Louisa. What is it? Louisa what?
I'm not telling you.
Louisa.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, he here.
I won't put it up there.
I got one from
But
you.
if you look, I'll give you an example. If you look on my price list I just handed around, there's a list of websites in the left corner. At the bottom, I have free websites. I have two or three, or actually four or something, free websites that I just threw up there. You can look and see what a free website looks like as opposed to a paid website, something like that. And if you go free and you know how to design or whatever, it can look better than my free ones. I just threw that, I just threw those up there. But, I put more time into designing colors and all that kind of stuff. But you can. Okay? But you can. All right?
Take the time to do it.
So I need your information for your web page. On your web page, you're not going to get tabs and all that. You just get one page. And when somebody comes to your website, it will say this. You see in the browser right here, this is all your web page, got all that in your browser name. This particular farmer is Granny and Kids Garden, but it will come at that end right there. So it doesn't say www.GrannyKidsGarden, because Granny Kids Garden don't own this website.
Okay.
All right. People can find you better when you have your own domain name. That's why domain name is important. Okay. When I say find you better, I mean
We're giving you links, but you'll have links that if anybody is searching for you too, they just go in and just pop up into this webpage. So there's ways around that so that you don't have the upfront cost or needing the technical skills to actually create your own. So that's why we're doing this as a service, because remember, we want you to produce this year. So, Louise, is that it for that?
Let me.
Is that it for that?
At the bottom, you got their Facebook page.
Facebook page.
Oh, let me log it out. I'm sorry. They have a Facebook page. This is their Facebook page.
This Facebook.
For them. And then they have a.
And it'll list the farmers, all of you guys, and information too.
Okay, another point is, I'm sorry.
And you
Can I make a point?
Yeah.
Louise did a great website for PembrokeFamilyFarm.org. We have an excellent site that gave us instant credibility. We need to support our local vendors. We need to do business with each other. So check her out first.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, and the same thing with brochures, any graphics. Diane is into graphics and is a graphic designer. If you all are in need, okay, we'll eventually bring some information about that. We also have the T-shirts. This T-shirt that I have is another selling point. You saw my T-shirt on the line. This is another T-shirt that was just given to me this morning, and I'm completely in love with it. Pat Russell. Oh, and I have to say farm girls. So what she said, okay, so it says farm girls, beans, greens, tomatoes.
Beans and greens.
Beans and greens, potatoes and tomatoes, peas. Peas and peas. So, there you go. I always put peas, instead of saying peace, I put peas at the end. It was a salutation or, closing. So that's why she made that and put peas on it. So I really appreciate it. This is going to be at the farmer's market. Yes, this is part of my advertising. So get your t-shirts or whatever. So this is an excellent designer right here who can do custom t-shirts for you, however you want. She does a fantastic job, even the one she has on, her hats. All of that is part of marketing, things that you want to put into your costs, okay, your cost projections. All right, I will now. Yeah.
Can we just, did I have you do the schedule today?
Yes, the schedule.
Okay, just the work
Absolutely.
that's done.
Yeah,
That
for
is
printing.
excellent. All the schedules you've seen throughout this project was done by Diane.
The printing.
Is that out of sight or what? We've got talent. We need to take advantage of the talent we have in our community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, one.
All right. Yep. And the business cards, we do all that in-house. The business cards, brochures, and all that stuff is done through Pembroke Farm and Family. Banners,